Hello and welcome to part 3 of our journey to the Flinders Ranges in Outback, South Australia. My name is David Foster. My wife Nolene Magnuson and I travel throughout Australia looking for birds and spectacular scenery to photograph. Join us on our journeys through this great country of Australia. Razorback Lookout in the Aruna Valley is one of the best known and most spectacular lookouts in Kara-Flinders Range National Park. The colours can be magnificent at sunrise, but the view of Wilpena Pound is wonderful at any time of the day. The drive through Blinman Gorge and onto Parachilna Gorge is well worth enduring the few rough bits on the gravel road. There are several bush camps in this part of the park. One of our favourites is the Citation campground on the banks of Citation Creek on the Parachilna Gorge Road. We always enjoy staying here. The river red gum trees lining Citation Creek are very attractive. There are a number of pleasant walks and good mountain biking on the Mawson Trail. We're driving in the Aruna Valley. We have the Hyson range on our left, and we have the ABC range on our right. The ABC range is called that because supposedly there are 26 small summits along its length. How many there are, I don't know.
Nor do I.
And we haven't bothered to count them. But in the valley there are two very pleasant campgrounds. One here at the ruins of the Aruna homestead, and the other a little bit earlier on in the valley. This old shepherd's hut plays a very important part in the art history of Australia, well, in South Australia in particular, because it was used as a base by the famous landscape painter Sir Hans Hyson for many of his more famous paintings. He loved the Flinders Ranges and he loved the rugged beauty of the scenery in this part of the world. We're driving through Parachilna Gorge. The road basically follows the riverbed in many places. As you can see here, if it were heavy rains, there would be no road. This is the country of the Matana people, who have lived here for many thousands of years. Their name translates as the Rock People, and it's easy to see why. The endangered yellow-footed rock wallaby lives on these slopes. We've stopped for lunch in the bed of Parachilna Creek. We've just come through the gorge and made our way to the main highway. Time for lunch, and then we'll head back home.
Goody.
Wowee! We're driving up to Stokes Lookout, one of my favourite lookouts in the Flinders. Spectacular views over Wilpena Pound. We are on our way up to Stokes Lookout. It gives 360-degree views of the surrounding countryside. It always seems so windy when we're here. I'm not sure why.
Well, it is windy.
I suppose because it's windy.
Exactly.
We're driving into the ruins of Parachilna Station.
Ooh, got a water.
And we have some waterhole on the road.
Ooh.
John Wills founded Parachilna in 1846. He was a difficult man in constant litigation and fights with his neighbours. Nolene's out watching birds. Unfortunately, there don't seem to be very many around at the moment. Maybe it's to do with the strong winds that we're experiencing, or the fact that everything has been so dry for so long. We're coming into Blinman, population 20. At its height, several hundred people lived here, working in the copper mines.
Wow. It's lunchtime in Blinman. And every man and his dog is here.
I like Blinman. It has a go-ahead and really friendly vibe. From Blinman, we drove on the Glass Gorge Road, a picturesque alternative to the main road to Parachilna. It is narrow, winding, and quite a lot rougher, but the scenery is stunning.
Doesn't look like there's anyone up there either.
You want to go up? Well, must be time for lunch.
So, you want a sandwich or whatever?
Some of the rocks in the Flinders Ranges are well over 600 million years old. They're some of the oldest rocks on Earth, and these sedimentary rocks actually have some of the earliest signs of multicellular life in the world embedded in the rocks as fossils. So important are these fossils to the evolution of mankind that a whole new geological time zone, the Ediacara, has been established to hold this period of time in the Earth's evolution. We are looking at a period of 550 to 630 million years ago, and this life started to evolve. The Prairie Hotel in Parachilna is one of the iconic Australian Outback pubs. It features a feral meal on its menu, and you have the opportunity to eat a number of feral animals such as goat, wild pig, camel, and so on. We were planning on coming here for lunch, but it just didn't seem to be able to work it out properly. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment on YouTube. Our next video probably will be about the Cornish copper mining heritage in South Australia. See you then.